Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Ekeler. And he is going to be stopped cold.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught left side, Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Ekeler. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Epps there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Mon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Open man is chosen. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now Mond. He'll let this go for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Robbie Chosen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Evans running behind center. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Mond looks to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, here's Mond. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. It's Eckler again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Chargers had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Herbert back to the air. Finds Johnston. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are back within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Bond going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Chosen. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Off the play fake, Mond. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air, Mond. And it's a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Herbert now. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. He's got Allen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 48 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Mond now off of play action. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. And now they'll shift things around. Akers. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd down, Mon. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Mond looks to throw on first down. It's caught here by Adams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Mond out of the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Robbie Chosen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Raiders 28, Chargers 17.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got Austin Eckler on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Pittsburgh on first down now. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 65 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Mine. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darrynton Evans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mon looks to throw. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Williams brings it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Herbert. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, here's Mon. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go play action here. Mon. Open man is chosen. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Go, stand. Go green. Yellow, go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
20.
He's to the 15, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darrynton Evans with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
They'll try and run here with Evans.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Herbert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Well, they are not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A second down throw now for Mond. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. He's on his way. Touchdown. Trey Tucker, 79 yards. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Raiders 15, Chargers 32.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts